Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Breaking news from Detroit's east side. That's where a shooting investigation is underway right now. Will Jones just got to the scene. We're talking about the area of 7 Mile and Sherwood. Will, what do you know?
Right now, Karen, we don't have a whole bunch of information, but I want to show you what's going on behind me. You see the police tape up. You see officers walking around the scene. They're waiting for detectives to get here, I'm told, to collect evidence, but police aren't really telling us much about what happened. But I did speak with neighbors, and they tell us that they heard several gunshots. One neighbor said that she came out and saw a body on the ground. You see there's 2 cars. There's an accident there. We're not sure exactly how this is all connected. We're still trying to piece that together, but there are a lot of people out here trying to sort out the details as well, but police are not saying much. But we can confirm that there has been a shooting and someone came outside and saw a body on the ground. That's all the information we know at this point. If we get more information, of course, we will pass that along. But for right now, we're live on the east side. Will Jones, Local 4.
All right, 7 Mile and Sherwood area. We'll check back with you in a little bit. Thanks, Will. Further top story, you saw that in the live shot there. That snow coming down, steady snow all day in Metro Detroit may slow down your drive if you're headed out tonight. This is what it looked like a little bit earlier on the campus of Wayne State this afternoon. So let's get right over to forewarned meteorologist Kim Adams with what to expect as it stays lighter for longer. That's a good thing.
I know, but it's snowing at 7:30 when it's still light. I know everyone is just a little bit tired of this snow, but we do have some hope in the future forecast that I'll show you coming up in a few minutes. But right now we've got steady snow continuing to fall across Metro Detroit, and it's a little heavy as you go just to the south of Grosse Ile, Rockwood, getting a moderate to heavy snow shower right now, and then right along I-275 over to 75 in parts of Monroe County. The darker blue you see indicating a few heavier snow squalls, but we're still only expecting, maybe a ½ inch more on top of what we have, and it's pretty much melting on contact on the roads. So not too bad out there. Temperatures are, though, right at or just below freezing, so we do have to watch for a few slippery spots, especially on those bridges and overpasses through the evening commute. Tomorrow, all right, it's going to be quieter as far as we won't have any snow to deal with, and we'll get some sunshine, but look how cold it is for this time of year. We should be in the mid-40s. We're only in the low 30s tomorrow, but there's some hope, and I'll have that coming up for you in just a few minutes.
We always like hope. Thanks, Kim. Well, it has been 1 month since tragedy struck the campus of Michigan State University, and today, new security measures take effect on campus. Key cards will now be required to enter most campus buildings from 6 in the evening to 7:30 in the morning. These signs have gone up on campus. Some buildings will also be closed on weekends. University is also adding more cameras to academic buildings and outdoor areas. Then starting in the fall, the university is putting a new lock system on 1,300 classroom doors.
I want students to know that we are working tirelessly around the clock to ensure the absolute safety and security of this campus. There's a team of dedicated professionals, police officers, public safety professionals that are here. We're well trained, we're well equipped, and we stand ready to take care of anything that happens on this campus in the future, and we will maintain the absolute safety of our campus.
Starting in the fall, the university will also make all students and staff complete active violence intruder training. A busy stretch of I-94 in Washtenaw County will be closed for days, and that's because a truck hit a bridge. Take a look at that photo. We've got video as well. The damage over on eastbound I-94 at Liberty Road overpass in Ann Arbor. The eastbound lanes are closed from M14 to Ann Arbor. Saline. MDOT says the freeway and bridge may be closed for close to a week. The exact schedule is not known yet. We'll keep you posted. Also, a big announcement today from Wayne State. The university is offering free tuition to more students. It is called the Wayne State Guarantee. It gives free tuition to students with families who have incomes of $70,000 or less. The university says it will cover the tuition and fees for nearly half of its first-year students. It's being coupled with a state scholarship that provides $5,500 per year to students attending a Michigan public university. Right now, we are monitoring the fallout from the second largest bank failure in U.S. history. President Biden is assuring Americans the U.S. banking system is safe following the collapse of Silicon Valley Bank. Now, there were some really big concerns about the stock market today. The markets did just close. The Dow is down, as you see. Several bank stocks also took a hit today. Kimberly Gill keeping a close eye on today's developments from our newsroom. Kim, what's the latest?
Hi there, Karen. Good afternoon to you. Federal regulators say starting today, customers will have access to all their money. President Biden is vowing to hold people responsible and is calling on Congress to do more. The president outlined what's being done to protect people and small businesses after regulators shut down Silicon Valley Bank and New York-based bank Signature Bank. The government is backing all Silicon Valley Bank deposits beyond the federally insured ceiling of $250,000. The president is asking Congress and banking regulators to strengthen rules for banks to make it less likely that this will happen again. He's promising the administration will not put taxpayer dollars at risk and says there will be consequences for the people responsible.
Second, the management of these banks will be fired. If the bank is taken over by FDIC, the people running the bank should not work there anymore. Third, investors in the banks will not be protected. They knowingly took a risk, and when the risk didn't pay off, investors lose their money. That's how capitalism works. And fourth, there are important questions of how these banks got into the circumstance in the first place. We must get the full accounting of what happened and why those responsible can be held accountable.
Silicon Valley Bank was unknown to most Americans outside of the startup world before depositors withdrew $42 billion over anxiety about the bank's finances. So, Karen, we'll have more reaction to all of this coming up when you join us for Local 4 News at 5. Until then, we'll send it back to you.
All right, we appreciate it. Thank you, Kim. Well, it's going to cost even more to fill up this week. Gas prices in Michigan hitting a new high for the year. Metro Detroit prices hit $3.55 per gallon. That is 9 cents more than last week, but still 70 cents less than this time last year. Gives you a little perspective. AAA says the increase is being caused by a switch to summer blend gas, but experts think prices could go down again if oil costs stay low. Did you know today is March 13th, or 313 Day, a day to celebrate everything we love about Detroit. From the city's musical history to our auto innovations, there's a whole lot to love. Paula Tubman caught up with a man who says the city is his muse. Paula joins us now live from downtown Detroit. There sure is a lot to celebrate. Oh, gorgeous scene behind you.
Gorgeous, yes. Maybe not to stand in, but maybe to look at. Listen, I did check, and yes, there are other cities that celebrate their original area code, Sacramento, as well as Houston. I think there's some city in Western Europe. I didn't pay that much attention. They can't be nearly as great as us here in the 313. Here's a great example of why. Walk down the street, talk to anybody you don't know, ask them what they think about the city of Detroit. They've got great things to say. Even on a snowy day where the snow feels more like nuisance than beauty, the 313 state of mind can be felt, no matter your area code. Just ask this family from the 517.
We love the architecture down here. It's just absolutely beautiful Art Deco, you know, turn of the century stuff.
And the city sounds and smells. It's an adventure.
Well, the diesel I could do without. But.
And this gentleman who works in the 313 but doesn't live here.
When I originally came to this country, I was so scared to come to Detroit, but now it's a place where I want to come. Detroit is my home.
Move around Midtown and you might just meet and hear the words of a poet who says the 313 is his muse.
For me, I think it's just the culture and the roots. You know what I mean? Like, we are very rooted and planted in a lot of historic movements and things that go on around the country. And, you know, we don't get talked about it, but we know it as, you know, Detroiters.
Jeremy Vandergrift is born and raised in the 313, and he loves you, even if you're not, even if you work here or come occasionally to play or just passing through. He is glad Detroit is shareable. And you feel it when he drops his verses.
Motown, that's a different story. That is being the heart and soul and got this country grooving to one of true independence.
Of course, there's Campus Martius. So right now, they're taking out the ice rink, and look over here. They're actually setting up to put in the beach. And the way we mix the old with the new.
Believe me when I say the sun never sets on the grandest of boulevards.
Happy 313.
Happy 313 Detroit.
Juliana is from the 313, Anitra from the 734.
I love Detroit and how it's doing. We got to keep it moving.
We make good cars, good music, good clothes, good food. You can't sling a red hat without hitting a restaurant with James Beard International recognition. Detroit also creates places to play. This is what's going to happen when the weather breaks. A free midway with bumper cars and a slide and putt-putt. Jeremy loves that this longitude and latitude has pulled itself up by the bootstraps and is still pulling.
Mighty Motown leading the way, performing miracles, something to marvel at.
In the 313, we are not just phoning it in.
And with these 3 words, so sweet and simple, I love Hitsville for all your efforts. Detroit is my home, and Motown is its heart and soul. That's it.
Like, you're gonna walk down the street in any of these other cities and meet a guy like that. We're so filled with talent. Okay, little known information, and that is the concept of area codes started in 1947 because, you know, they started running out of phone numbers. I know Detroit's getting ready to get another area code, but let's face it, there will never be anything like the 313.
Oh, you said it so well. I love how you're talking about, you know, Detroit's places and food and music, but really it's the people, right, Paula? I mean, the grit of Detroiters is what makes the city so special.
You know what? No matter what goes on in the rest of the world, it has roots to Michigan and very likely Detroit. I mean, the arsenal of the nation, just name it. Give me a day. Let me name stuff. We're great.
It is. Paula, thank you. I love this story. Have a good one. This 313 day, we are testing your knowledge, by the way, about the city of Detroit. Did you know the year Berry Gordy founded Motown Records, or perhaps when Eastern Market opened? To take the quiz, you just have to sign up to be a WDIV insider on clickondetroit.com. Test your knowledge. Still ahead here. First at 4, the severe weather hitting parts of the country where officials are warning floodwaters could cut off access to entire towns. And a concerning rise in baby deaths among one group. New research today on a spike in sudden infant deaths. But first, migrants try and force their way into the U.S. from Mexico. Why they say they're growing increasingly frustrated with the U.S. government. That's next.